Hello guys, welcome back to another educational vlog. So
So this is still about London, isn't it?
we're still continuing with the London chapter, talking about like the futures of London and stuff. We're just switching what do you call it? We're just switching shirt colors. Anyways, we are very close to Christmas. It's in about a week until 25, which is coming in Christmas, and then we might be step out to the Philippines, which we might not have time for to post about educational vlogs, but yeah, at least we'll post about the Philippines and like our experience there. So anyways,
Okay, Jaiden, what's your topic today about in London?
today we're talking about the Tower of London, basically a tower in London. Talking about this because I learned it in history, because I really like history, my history teacher. We were talking about the Tower of London, like, and who built it and stuff, etc. So anyways, Tower of London is in place in the Borough of Tower of Hamlets. It is an internationally famous tower which is built by the famous person who is Duke William of Normandy. It is one of England's most iconic structures, and it is built by William, but we have nicknames for him like William the Conqueror or Duke William of Normandy. He also built the White Tower in 1066, and as a demonstration to the Norman power, siting it strategically on the River Thames, which is acting out as both fortress and gateway to the capital. And firstly, what makes the Tower of London so special? Which is known as the most secure castle in the land. Tower guards guarded royal possessions and even the royal family in times of war and rebellion. But however, for 500 years, monarchs also used the Tower of London as a surprisingly luxurious place. And throughout history, the tower has also been visible, or has been a visible symbol of awe and fear. So, facts about Tower of London. So, I think I already mentioned this. So the Tower of London was built by William the Conqueror. And also, the Tower of London once served as a zoo. Originally, the Tower of London was a prison, and it was also home to the Crown of Jewels. And the Yeoman awardees have been guarding the tower since the 15th century, which is sort of old. So anyways, let's move on. So it first started with three kings. No, it first started with three people who confirmed that they wanted to be king. They come by the names of Harold Godwinson, Harold Hardrada, and Duke William of Normandy. So they are like rulers or kings from different countries. Hardrada, who comes from the Scandinavian part of Norway, and Duke William of Normandy, who is French, and I'm pretty sure Harold Godwinson is from England. So those three people, they wanted to become king of England. And from what I know, that there is a person called a Witten who decides who becomes the king of England. So what they do, they explain like the strengths, like what they do as a king, or probably something like that from my knowledge in history class. And they briefly explain like why they want to be king and like what they will provide for the country. So the results didn't come as long. So it turned out for what should you call it? So it turned out for Harold Godwinson to become king. So everyone was cheering, everyone was, super happy. Hold on. Everyone was some people were happy about it, and some others were not. So it still wasn't over. So Harold Hardrada and Duke William of Normandy decided to fight Harold Godwinson, have a war in England to become king, which is now known as the Battle of Hastings, which took part in about 25th September 1066. So the first enemy, or sorry, my nose is a bit weird. So the first enemy or rival that Harold Godwinson was introduced to was Harold Hardrada, who is the ruler of Norway. Harold Hardrada is really strong. He has many supporters from Norway who want him to become king, and he has many soldiers that helped him like during the war and the battle and stuff. Although sometimes he can be like frequently at war. And plus he also wanted to be king because he is the king of Norway or ruler of Norway, and his experience of like ruling or controlling the country. So their army, Harold Hardrada's army, they're from Norway. Harold Hardrada's army came from the northeast, like York. They captured York, like settled there, and then they were like fighting and stuff. And so from my knowledge, from what I remember, they went to like the mid of London, like maybe like central London or something, or maybe Hastings, not too sure. So yeah, they fighted there. Problem is for Harold Hardrada's army is that the soldiers, they left the armor or like the protection on the boats, and the boats were about 25 kilometers away. So pretend they're like in York, and then they just walked all the way to central London, and then they realized they forgot the armor. Goodness. So anyways, they were still going. They were kind of weak, really, because they forgot their armor. So they're approaching like London so they can like fight to the death or something with Harold Hardrada and Harold Godwinson. But little did they know, Harold Hardrada got tricked. Harold Hardrada and his army got tricked by Harold Godwinson's army, because they thought that Harold Godwinson's army would be coming sort of late. So they were like rushing there. But it turns out for Harold Godwinson to be camping at just one area, and then when they see the army, they like charge out. And then, sort of. So Harold Hardrada was killed. Harold Godwinson wins the army. So to dictate or something, to know which team won the battle, whoever's king is killed first, the opposite team wins. So for example, I have an army. Well, no. For example, I'm in an army with a king, and my dad is in an army with another king, and then I kill his king or something. It's not real. And so if I kill his king, then I win the battle, because it's all about the king, really. So if the king dies, then you win the battle, really. So Harold Hardrada dies, and then they're happy or something. And they had like old-fashioned weapons. They didn't have like guns, bows. No, they didn't have like guns, cannons, all sorts of those modern type of weapons. They only had like bows, crossbows, spears. Yeah, sort of. But after that, that wasn't over. So now we're introduced to Duke William of Normandy, who is the ruler of France. So they charged the army. So they arrived to London, or no, they arrived in the UK from France, and they went to about the south of England, maybe like Brighton or Bournemouth. So they settled there, and then like from a layout I seen on an image of those two teams, they're like very near each other. So the bases are like pretend like this is the border. William's army is on this side, and Harold Godwinson's army on this side, and then they settled there, and then and then after that, and then like and William's army, they managed to have a rest for 2 weeks, so they're like fully prepared to fight. So then when they're fully prepared, they like for fighting and stuff. So the smart thing about William's army, they did a fake retreat. So what a fake retreat is, so William's army, they pretend to run away so that Harold's army are chasing the army, but actually no, Harold's army are like basically chasing nothing, because they don't realize that William's army are fake retreating. So what William's army does, they go back, they turn around and go back to Harold's base, and then like they fight from there. It's really smart because like not probably because most of the soldiers are like trying to like run to William's army so that they can like kill them or like defeat their army and stuff. But when William's army like arrived there, they were fighting, throwing spears, like they were on horseback. They had like really good armies and weapons, and since Howard's army was already at war with Hardrada, they weren't really as prepared since they like suffered a lot because of that army. So they was just fighting on like barefoot. Not like barefoot, but like they didn't have like horses or stuff when they were fighting William's army. So after that, William and his army kill Harold Godwinson. So hooray, hooray, William wins the battle, I guess. Yeah, William wins the battle.
So who's the king that won the battle?
William.
To become the king of England.
William.
King William. Where did he came from?
France.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so problem is that even though he wanted to become king of England, William doesn't really know how to speak like lots of English. It's like when William had his celebration on the 25th of December in London, like there was like sorts of confusion because like William's gonna be like speaking French, and then the citizens of England are like, what the hell is he talking about? So yeah, but he just becomes king there. And we did like suggestions in class that what would happen after that. So we thought that like maybe Harold Godwinson supporters would like maybe try to assassinate him, and then an England supporter or a Harold Godwinson supporter would come king, since both Harold Hardrada and Harold Godwinson have died. So yeah, they have the celebration, and then William is like welcomed to like Britain, and then boom, that's how we see the Tower of London. Oh, and by the way, when William won the war, he used to be known as Duke William of Normandy, but since he won the war, we now know him as William the Conqueror, because he kind of conquered both teams. No, he conquered Howard Godwinson's team, since he didn't really fight Howard Hardrada's team, but yeah, whatever. And that's how the Tower of London formed. William the Conqueror built Tower of London. I've seen images of Tower of London. It's pretty big. Well,
yeah,
a sort of is like made of wood, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, I'm focused on like the armies and the fights, and okay, whatever. Okay, I'll just settle it from there, I guess. So thank you guys for watching.
Thank you, Jaiden. We learn as well from you about the Tower of London. I don't know really about that, because obviously we're not born in this country. But we learn from you. So thank you, And I hope everyone will learn something from your blog as well.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. We'll alert you in the next video, which is probably us going to Heathrow Airport, or like us in the plane. So we'll see you guys there, I guess. So have a good day, everyone. God bless.
Thank you again, guys, for your support. Stay safe, and we're saying this a happy advance Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
So God bless everyone. Stay safe.
Okay, see you guys.
So
Bye.
Jaiden Aluan Londoners will be
you for
traveling to the
watching.
Philippines soon. Bye.
Bye.
See you later.